Richard, a draw today. How do you assess that result and performance?
I think it was a good game for both teams. I thought, it's probably a fair result. It was never about the result though today, probably for Featherstone or ourselves. It was good to go behind and then come back into a game. We had to do that a couple of times, so that shows a bit of resilience and a bit of attitude. But we bombed several opportunities that we've been working on. Some plays and some combinations. Our timing was out a little bit, and we panicked a little bit at times on the edge. But I think we got a lot out of that. And I must commend Featherstone's efforts as well. I thought they really stepped up. Obviously, they've got a new coach and some new players, and it's fantastic that they're running a reserve grade this year. Brilliant. And obviously they'll be involving them throughout the course of the season. I'm sure it's been brilliant. I know they had a few Leeds lads in today, but I watched them play Hunslet Parkside last week and they were brilliant. So I'm looking forward to them developing their own players as well, similar to what we've been doing.
Sort of more high intensity game than against Hunslet last week. Was that important, obviously, going into the start of the championship season?
Yeah, and we both wanted that. I think we both needed that. That was our final run through before we go to Widnes. There's still some areas to work on there. We'd have liked to have won the game, but we came back into it, give ourselves a chance. I thought Will Sharp was immense. I thought he was outstanding for us today. On a cold, dreary January afternoon, he doesn't care where he is. He wears his heart on his sleeve. I thought he was fantastic, and all being well, he'll be in the team for round one.
A lot more senior players involved today. Do you feel that showed in the performance?
Yes, it did. Certainly, with our momentum in the first half, I thought we looked fairly comfortable and in control. I thought we were getting at the right people. We were creating some space and some overlaps. And then we had a younger team out in the second half. We, obviously brought off Simon Griggs, Ben Kavanagh, Dan Fleming, people like that. We've got some players to come back in. I think we could all say that we looked a little bit. We need some direction around the halves. Although Ben White, I thought again, was good, and James Burnall as well. We've got some selection headaches there, which is good in the half-back department. We didn't get away a lot of kicks. We didn't get to enough kicks. We got bundled into touch. We were passed into touch a couple of times. We're trying stuff in good ball that we've been working on, and that's really good. However, we need to get to the end of sets.
You mentioned needing direction. Do you expect Scott Morrell and Ben Johnson to be fit for the start of the season?
I'm hopeful. Yeah, I'm hopeful. Ben Johnson won't. He's having the pins out of his thumb on Tuesday. Scott's been training. He's been doing some. It's just too early to play Scott. And Shane Grady, Chester Butler, and Brandon Moore. So we got a fair hit out, and we didn't use anybody from Castleford. I'll be speaking to Darryl this week, and we'll see what's going on there. But I was relatively pleased. Certainly to come back into a game, not have it all our own way. I thought we finished the stronger of the two teams, which is good for our fitness. But that's a brand new team for them and a brand new coach, so they'll take a lot of positives, I should imagine.
James Saltonstall went off injured. Looked like his hamstring. What's the situation there?
Yeah, he's pulled. I don't think it's a tear. I think he's pulled his hamstring. So that can be anything from a week to a couple of weeks. We'll see with James. He was doing okay. He played him in the centre, different position. We swapped again. We didn't have we swapped the centres. We had different people on the wings, and we're just looking at. We treated that game as a trial game to see who can adapt. Different half-backs, different centres. We had Ben Kavanagh in the back row. I thought he was really good, Ben. I thought he was strong. I thought he was one of our better experienced players today, and aggressive. So, yeah, a lot to work on. Going back to James, we'll see. We'll rehab him and see how he is. We've got 2 weeks, haven't we? So we'll see.
Any other injury concerns from today's game? Or?
Conor McGrath came off with a broken nose. We got one of them last week. Seems to be getting one of them every week. Getting our nose and heads in the wrong places. Harry Kidd just got a head knock. I'd like to have seen a bit more of Harry. He's had 2 games, nothing to do with his knee. He's fine with that. Just got a head knock, and the doctor thought it was best not to put him back on the field. Aside from that, Simon Griggs got 40 minutes in. I thought he was good as well when he was on there. You can see the difference when he's on the field and on song. But yeah, we've got some questions and headaches about selection. Got Brandon Moore to come back into the team, as I say, Chester Butler, and I'm really pleased that Will Calcott and Jordan Simon, them young players, have contributed today.
We've not really seen your strongest 13 yet. I don't think is that design or is that just circumstance?
Probably a bit of both, James. Scott's not been fit enough to play, neither is Shane. You suggest that they would be in there. Chester Butler, who's a couple of good trial games. So really, it's not forced. It's not on purpose. I would have liked to have put our starting 13 or 17 as best we can, but we couldn't do that. We had it today in certain areas, and we're moving them around. I wanted to see them. I wanted to challenge them in different positions. We won't have the opportunities to do that again unless they're playing in reserve grade. But in the first team, we needed to have a look who can play. With 8 subs this year, we've got to be really careful about game time, interchange, and what we're going to do. So we're already thinking ahead about them scenarios.